Follow these tips and I promise you'll become a better gymnast. Hi guys, it's Hannah. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then I post a new video every Friday and my videos are either about gymnastics, fitness or lifestyle. Today I'm going to be giving you 7 different habits to get into to improve your gymnastics this year. These are small changes you can make to your weekly routine and you will definitely see big improvements. The secret to getting better at gymnastics is dedication, but we can split this down into different categories, little habits you can do throughout the day to get your gymnastics to the place you want it to be. So I hope you guys like this video and find it useful. Let's get started. So the first habit to get into is stretching. This might seem like an obvious thing to do to improve your gymnastics and everyone's telling you to stretch. Stretching can benefit your gymnastics massively. I'm not saying you have to be stretching every single day, having someone pulling up your leg and becoming a contortionist, but stretching your full body every other day is going to really help you. The longer you leave your body without stretching properly, the more stiff you're going to get, and the older you get, unfortunately, the less flexible you get as well. If you keep stretching your body, you'll still be able to do your splits at 90. If you stop, then you won't be able to do that. For gymnastics, I would recommend to stretch your legs and your shoulders the most. Obviously, it depends what gymnastics you do. If you're a rhythmic gymnast, this can be different. You might want to stretch your back more. But with me, I do tumbling and I don't need a super flexible back. So look into your type of gymnastics and see which parts of your body need to be the most flexible. For stretching to work, you need to hold the stretches for at least 30 seconds. If you're holding it for 5-10 seconds, the stretch is not going to do anything. I know it can be really difficult to hold a stretch, for example splits, for a long period of time. Try doing something at the same time, so maybe have some music on in the background or be watching something on the TV. I recommend stretching after you've been in the shower or after you've been swimming. When you've been in water, especially warm water, your muscles are more relaxed and they stretch more. The next habit to get into is visualization. I cannot stress to you enough how important this is. So every time you are trying a new skill, you're trying something you're scared to do, or even just a normal skill, visualize it before you go. If you are just about to compete and you've got a few minutes to yourself, close your eyes. You don't have to close your eyes. Imagine yourself doing that skill, that tumble, that routine, whatever you're doing, imagine yourself doing it perfectly. I find it quite difficult to see skills in my head perfectly unless they're in slow motion, so I imagine it all in slow-mo. I break it down so much so that in the flicks I can see myself pointing my toes. I'll imagine myself doing the tumble perfectly and sticking my landing, and normally after doing that it's actually gone well. Yes, this might not happen every single time, but if you get into a habit of believing you can do it, then more likely you can do it. When you're at training, train like you're at a competition. Pretend there's a judge there watching you do every skill. If you're practicing a skill and you're not putting in 100% effort at training, it's not going to go 100% at a competition because you haven't practiced it like that. Something you can do to motivate yourself and help you see these perfect skills in your head is create a vision board. So you can do this online, just put a load of pictures together of gymnasts doing really neat perfect skills. You might want to add some quotes on there and some inspirational words, whatever you like, whatever works best for you. You can print this out, maybe stick it in your room, and this might help motivate you. The next habit is having goals. How are you meant to know how much you want to get done in a year if you haven't set out your goals? Also, if you haven't made any goals yet, there's still time to do it. You don't have to do it on the 1st of January. I haven't completely done all my goals, but just having a plan of what you want to do throughout the year can really help you actually get there. I'm very competitive with myself, so if I make a list of something to do, I want to tick it all off. I don't always get to tick it all off, but it motivates me more if I've actually got it written in front of me. So I recommend writing down all the goals you want by the end of the year, print this out and stick it somewhere where you're going to see it every single day. You're going to walk past that list every day and it will make you think, oh, am I getting closer to those goals or not? If you have a list of end goals you want, it's really hard to work towards them because sometimes these goals can be quite big. You need to break these goals down. If you've got a certain skill that you want to learn, you can't just write, oh, I want this skill. You need to break it down, maybe make a table of little things you need to do to work towards that goal. Oscar just decided to join me mid-video. Oh my gosh, he scratched on my door and it made me jump so much. Number 4, and this is a massive one to improvement, is working on your weaknesses. Now, people find this the hardest out of everything. Generally, we like doing things that we're good at. So if we're bad at a skill, we don't want to do it, and sometimes it means we won't work on it. So you need to be drilling skills that you find hard and you make mistakes on, because this is the only way that that skill is going to become more consistent. If you're just working on skills that you're good at, how are you going to get any better? Also, think about it, the more you work on the skill you don't like, you'll get better at it, and then you'll start to like it because you're good at it. You need to use the mistakes that you do in the skill as a learning tool, and they really help to show the areas that you need to improve on. Working on these harder skills that you don't like so much is going to make you an overall better gymnast. The next habit to get into is taking conditioning seriously. You've probably heard this 1,000 times. Conditioning is literally the building blocks to success. The stronger you are, the less likely you are to have an injury, and the easier it will be to actually learn skills. If you're trying to learn a flick or back handspring and you've got really weak arms, how do you expect your head not to hit the floor? Because your arms are not going to be strong enough to hold your body. But if you've got some arm workouts into your week, you know, you'll be fine because you'll be able to take the pressure. And I know this is so hard to keep up with. Honestly, there's been so many days where I get up and I've planned to do a workout and I'm like, no, I don't want to do it. And yes, it's good to have rest days, but also once you've done a workout, you're never going to regret it. You're only going to regret the workouts that you didn't do. Also, a lot of people cheat on conditioning. If you're at the gym and your coach has told you to do like 30 repetitions of an exercise and you do 15 and she's not looking, so you stop. Yes, I've done that before. Everyone is guilty of that. You're tired and it's really tempting, but you're only cheating yourself. Your coach can only ask you to do things. If you don't do it, that's not their problem. You're the one that's not going to be gaining from those exercises. If you find it really hard to consistently do conditioning, I recommend getting a little workout book. Plan the workouts a day before you do them. Don't wait till the day. Create a schedule and start tracking your progress as well, which can motivate you. The next habit, and I would say this is probably the easiest to start doing maybe, is drinking more water. Sometimes if you're quite a busy person and you're out and about a lot, it can be quite easy to forget how much water you've drank. Drinking water helps to control your body temperature, it transports nutrients to create energy, which we all need in gymnastics, and it loosens your joints, so it's going to help you with your flexibility. The next habit to get into is using your coach. Your gymnastics coaches are there to help you. They want you to get better, they want you to progress. If you're struggling on something, ask them for a few drills you can do at home, even some home workouts. You can ask them to watch certain skills and tell you what exactly you're doing wrong. I feel some people are worried about asking coaches because they don't want to annoy them, keep asking questions, but that's their job. They want you to ask questions. When I did my teacher training course and I'll go into a school teaching a lesson, I wanted the kids to ask me questions. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and it gave you a few tips on how to improve your gymnastics this year. Just remember, if you do want to add these habits into your life, you don't have to do them all at the same time. That can be quite overwhelming. Take your time for them, maybe choose 1 or 2 at a time and see how it goes. If you guys have a video idea you'd like me to post on YouTube, then please either comment down below or you can DM me on either of my Instagrams, and if I use your video idea, I'll give you a shout out in the video. If you did like this video, please don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next Friday. Bye!